Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a light up. Bold and the Beautiful 2-week spoilers for January 26th through February 6th suggest Sheila Carter, Kimberlin Brown, is deceived and Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, is going to go berserk about something. On Monday, January 26th, Melissa Dillon, Sydney Bullock, is swearing to Electra Forrester, Linnea Grace, that she'll absolutely respect her relationship with Will Spencer, Crew Morrow. She promises she won't overstep or touch his kitchen again. Electra is going away on a business trip, so she is certainly concerned about Dillon staying at Will Spencer's while she is out of town. Despite the promises she makes to Electra this week, Dillon sees Will lifting weights shirtless out on his deck. Of course, she can't help but stare while he's putting on the gun show. Finn accidentally causes Will and Dillon to spend time together. It looks like Finn drops off Hayes Forrester, Finnegan, Brian Garlick at Will Spencer's house. Perhaps he needs to get to the hospital, and Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, the nanny, and Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budick are all unavailable. Obviously, he doesn't have a choice. They're going to be stuck babysitting together, and that's where things start going downhill this week. Electra is happily surprised when Steffi tells her there's a change in plan. She's going to be going to San Francisco with Electra to meet with several people. This involves jewelry line business for Forrester Creations. For whatever reason, I think Ivy Forrester is staying back and Steffi is going in her place. I know that she's going to be keeping an eye on Will for Electra. On Tuesday, January 27th, Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, wants to talk to Daphne Rose, Morel Hilaire, about all the big plans he has for their future, which includes a wedding and a family. I'm curious if Carter is going to tell Daphne how many kids he wants. They may start those baby-making plans right away. Carter has a big gesture planned for this talk. He sets up a romantic dinner for himself and Daphne in the showroom. Plus, Will and Dillon are busy doing a craft project with Hayes Finnegan this week. They're making little paper lunch bag puppets and bonding. Electra's take on this will likely be that it was inappropriate for Dillon to help babysit. Steffi and Electra are getting ready for their jewelry presentation. They're meeting with wealthy socialite Dottie Bright, Morgan Fairchild. Dottie was a very good friend of Stephanie's grandmother, Stephanie Forrester, Susan Flannery. Also joining them will be Dottie Bright's assistant, Joseph, Jim J. Bullock. On Wednesday, January 28th, there is an incident at the beach house. For some reason, Dillon is practicing dance in the living room. She's in ballet clothes, including a leotard and a sheer skirt. She winds up in Will's lap with his hand on her leg, and their faces are close together. It looks like they're about to kiss. This might be down to editing in the promo, but Electra's aunt, Ivy, is lurking outside the beach house. She's looking in the window, which is a bit creepy, and she thinks she's seeing something scandalous between Dillon and Will Spencer. Ivy will definitely tell Electra, though I suspect the moment may be innocent. They're also going to have a rich buyer stopping by to visit Steffi and Electra. They're going to be seeing Harmony and guest star Spencer Pratt. I mentioned before that some sites are reporting Spencer Pratt is returning as the character Rich, but that's inaccurate. Spencer Pratt made his soap opera debut on Bold and the Beautiful last spring, playing himself alongside his wife, Heidi Montag. I suspect he'll be playing himself again as a wealthy buyer looking for a piece for Heidi Montag. Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, urges R.J. Forrester to come back and work on designs with his dad, Ridge Forrester. Brooke knows that Ridge misses having a partner to design with now that they forced Eric Forrester out and Thomas Forrester decided to go back to Paris. Over at the Logan estate, RJ comes in from a swim and Brooke is happy to see her son back in her house. On Thursday, January 29th, Ivy comes at Dillon hard. She blasts her and confronts her about the close moment she saw through the window with Will Spencer. I'm sure Ivy's also going to tattle to Electra as soon as she's back in town. Electra, while out of town, opens up to Steffi Forrester about her concerns regarding Dylan. Electra will likely say nice things about being a good friend and wanting to help. As I've noted, Electra acts sweet to everyone else, but when it's just her and Dylan, she is much more aggressive. On Friday, January 30th, Ivy orders Dylan to leave Los Angeles immediately. It is a bold move to tell someone to leave town, but I'm sure Electra will be on board with it. I don't think Will Spencer is going to agree, however. Sheila expresses her gratitude for Taylor saving her marriage to Deacon Sharp, Sean Kanan. Sheila is still oblivious to the fact that Taylor and Deacon are falling for each other. Sheila tells Deacon they're lucky to have Taylor in their lives. However, Deacon Sharp and Taylor Hayes share a special moment on Friday, and it looks like they may finally kiss. The week of February 2nd through the 5th is our first full week of February sweeps. Will may not like the way Ivy is treating Dylan. Ivy remains adamant, and once Electra returns, she will find out what Ivy saw. Electra will likely want Dylan kicked out of the house and blackballed, believing her trust has been abused. Electra is expected to agree with Ivy's ultimatum. Plus, Deacon and Taylor are playing fire. All heck will break loose when Sheila finds out about them. Eric and Katie Logan are picking up the pace at Logan. Eric has an entire collection ready to put into production for a fast-track launch. Sheila's spidey senses start to tingle, and Steffi also suspects things are not as they should be with Taylor. Steffi is going to grill Taylor again about Deacon. Finally, Hope Logan may loop Brooke into Deacon's new love interest. Brooke wants Taylor to find her destiny, so if she thinks it's Deacon, she'll likely support the pairing. Finally, Ridge and Brooke are curious to know the identity of Katie Logan's lead designer, leaving Donna Logan stuck lying to protect the secret.